One more to go here at Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills. 5 games in the books. One more to go. This last one is a rematch of last night, the 2 versus 3 match between the Ice Dogs and the North Shore Hockey Club. Last night, the Ice Dogs, a convincing 5-0 victory over North Shore. 3 goals from Anthony Panico, 1 from Tristan Wu, 1 from Dominic Di Nicola. And they are 1 win away from taking on the Peoria Junior Mustangs, who swept their way to the United Center with a 4-3 and 3-1 win over the Chicago Stallions. Good evening. I'm Aaron Schellen. My partner tonight is Mike Napolitano, and I just gave you the brackets, but let's take a look at them here. Last night, Peoria 4-3 win over the Stallions. Stallions actually led in that game 2-0 before Peoria came back in the third period. The Ice Dogs, as I just mentioned, 5-0 victors in the game here last night on the North Rink. And then just ending here, Peoria with an absolutely smothering 3-1 win over the Chicago Stallions in a game that, Mike, for us was probably the most impressive offensive or most impressive defensive performance of the day, as the Mustangs only allowed 8 shots on goal and gave the Stallions absolutely nothing except for a fluke goal from center ice.
And how about those Stallions? They withstood 35 shots on goal and kept it a close game. I mean, that speaks to their goaltending and their defense as well. Unfortunately, their season comes to an end, but that Peoria team is a tough team to beat.
Yeah, and you can take a look at their standings here, and you can see exactly how tough they are. 16-1-1 on the season. Not far behind them, though, just 2 points off the pace. These Vernon Hill Ice Dogs, 15-2-1 in the regular season, 87 goals for, 34 against. And they take on North Shore Hockey Club, who finished the regular season 7-5-6. These two teams played 3 times during the regular season, with the Ice Dogs winning twice and 1 game ending in a draw. But last night, a 5-0 complete performance for the Ice Dogs. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament. The games this weekend are critical in deciding which teams will reach the NIHL Championship games held at the United Center on March 9th. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Scott Larson, the NIHL Vice President, or visit the website at nihil.info. We mentioned the Peoria Junior Mustangs punching their ticket to the United Center. We also want to congratulate the 10U Romeoville Huskies, the 3 seed in the 10U Premier Select Division. They took back-to-back games from the Northbrook Bluehawks, the 2 seed, so they will advance to the United Center as well. And that was an impressive offensive showing from that 10U Huskies teams. Held in check in the first game for the first 2 periods. In today's game, held in check for about a period and a half. But game 1, they scored 5 goals in 6 minutes. Today, they scored 4 goals in 6 minutes, and they sweep that series. They go to the United Center on Sunday. Their opponent still TBD, as we've got a 1-4 matchup that's got to be decided there.
There are a lot of matchups that still need to be decided, Aaron. We're saying that we weren't getting a lot done here on a Saturday. Nothing has been decided. They're going to at least go to a Sunday for most of these games. But the games and the teams that we have had be decisive, we know we're going to get a very impressive display of skill at the United Center.
Yeah, we have 1 10U matchup set for tomorrow, a Game 3 winner-take-all. And then we still have the Pee Wee double elimination games to be determined. And then depending on what happens here, we may also have a 14U game if North Shore Hockey Club can emerge victorious here in Game 2 against the Ice Dogs. If they can't, it'll be the Ice Dogs and Peoria on March 9th. The 1 versus 2, which is basically what you would expect, right? Especially given what those standings look like that I showed you. 15-1-1 or 16-1-1, 15-2-1. Pretty impressive records for both squads. Both teams piling up around their benches. See if we get a rematch of the goalies from last night. We will for the Ice Dogs. Jason Turchinski, the only goalie on their roster, number 29, pitched a shutout last night The starting goalie for North Shore Hockey Club last night was Jake Myers. They also have Iman Hart out there, number 36 and 32, and it looks like it's going to be Hart tonight. He's skating around out there. I didn't see who led the team out of the tunnel, so to speak. Not really a tunnel, the hallway.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll see who the starting goalie is for North Shore Hockey Club. For the Ice Dogs, it'll be Jason Turchinski. So, yeah, last night, Anthony Panico, 3 goals. Had the hat trick for the Ice Dogs. Tristan Wu, Dominic DiNicola each had a goal. And, yeah, it will be Iman Hart here in Game 2 getting the start for the North Shore Hockey Club.
I see another goaltender on that Ice Dogs bench, but I don't see another goaltender listed.
I think it's I think it's 32. I think that's Elijah Borst.
That could be.
I see a 2 over there. Yeah, that is 32. He's not listed as a goalie on our roster, but he's wearing number 32. So
maybe just dressing in case, but.
All right, we're ready to go. Ice Dogs going right to left. North Shore Hockey Club left to right. And Game 2 between North Shore Hockey Club and the Vernon Hills Ice Dogs is underway. Tristan Wu loses the puck. Gets it back right at the blue line. Wu on the backhand. Skates through traffic. Pretty move by Wu. Drop pass back to the point. Hops over the stick of Kale Tyrakowski. Now racing for the puck, Benjamin Colton for North Shore Hockey Club. Not able to play it. Charles Dion, though, dumps it deep. On the stick here of Ornstein. Ornstein backhanded out in front. And Dion missed the open net on the backhand. Pretty feed by Jonathan Ornstein right out of the chute here. North Shore Hockey Club coming out with a little bit more life than what we saw from them last night. They were pretty much outplayed from the get-go, but good first shift here for the team that's made up of a combination of Wilmette and Winnetka hockey players.
Yeah, if that backdoor man is a left-handed shot, that's a little bit easier on the forehand, but trying to throw that in on the backhand is a little bit tricky, but nonetheless, a good opportunity. And you notice that the Ice Dogs weren't covering the back door there, so maybe look to exploit that if you're North Shore in one of those future rushes.
Getting tossed from the circle here is Bryce Lothar.
Tomeno in to take the draw.
It's won by North Shore Hockey Club. Back to Patrick Anderson. Anderson up off the boards. Played forward here by Drake McNerney. McNerney's shot. Right pad save. Turchinski into the corner. Touch pass. Played into center ice. Tomino bangs into McNerney. Separates him from the puck. DiNicola chips it up in the air. Dominic DiNicola. He was a Premier Select All-Star this season.
Slapping his stick at the point was...
That was Frankie Gelvin, yeah.
Yeah.
His dad came up to me before the game and made sure that that we knew to call him Frankie, so I made a note of that on my I forgot to tell you.
That's okay.
He's Frankie. That's why I jumped in.
I didn't
want you to call him Francesco because he goes by Frankie.
Ah, okay,
so
okay.
I jumped in there to protect you.
Gotcha. No, thank you.
You're welcome. Should have said something to you before the game, but hey, I'd like to keep you on your toes.
That's fine with me. Face off now to the right of the Ice Dogs goaltender, Jason Turchinski.
Won by the Ice Dogs. They have it below their net, up to McGrath, who backhands it out to center ice. Curtis, hard backhand pass, looking for Samino, not able to play it cleanly. Here's Jonathan Ornstein with some speed. Ornstein tries to split the double team and can't. It's played out in front, though. Hit from behind, back to the point, falling down. No. And now McGrath almost had a one-on-one opportunity, but William Carlson plays it back to his D partner, Dennis Wilson. Wilson fires it through Finn Lohmeyer. Here's Nicholas Samino. Lohmeyer gets double teamed, gives up the puck. Here's DiNicola now, gains the red line. That's Samino, Dominic Samino. Played deep for Kyle Reed. Back to the point, Zellman with the shot. The save is made by Hart. Cross ice pass, nifty feed there by North Shore Hockey Club, but it just rolls off the stick of Lohmeyer. Now the other way. Here's Panico. Anthony Panico cuts in. Shot blocker, save, rebound, glove, pad save.
Wow.
Off the stick of Wu. First the blocker, then the right pad by Iman Hart there. Couple of tough saves.
Yeah, that's just real good goaltending positioning to understand where you're letting that rebound out and be able to cover that side as well. It may have been a little bit of luck, but look out, here comes a breakaway. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong direction.
You got yourself confused there.
I was looking at the white helmet in the camera, not the jersey itself.
Hey, you were focusing on what you were supposed to focus on, which is the camera here for this one.
Yeah.
Zellman loses the puck to McNerney. McNerney, top of the dot. Shoulder save made by Turchinski. Now North Shore Hockey Club. Clears the puck in, and the save is made by Turchinski. So much better start here for North Shore Hockey Club than what we saw last night. Again, they were pretty outplayed for most of the game by the Ice Dogs, but good start here for North Shore Hockey Club.
Face off to the left of Turchinski.
This is Andrew Lobbs down low. Behind the net, Lobbs pushes it around. Goes and gets it in the corner. Tomino will play it now, flips it up ahead. Chipped forward by Dominic DiNicola. Anderson behind the net, throws it around. Through Linehan, back to the point. Tyrakowski fires the wrist shot through a screen. Deflection off the shaft of the stick of Luca Tomino. Bounces up in the air. Behind the net with it here is Lucas Linehan. Linehan stops. North Shore Hockey Club not able to work it out. Tomino has it at the near point, puts it toward the goal, but nobody there. That'll be scaled the length of the ice for an icing. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the period. No score.
Well, we've seen a couple of really nice rushes from North Shore. You mentioned that the Ice Dogs kind of got the better of them, especially from the jump last night, but that has not been the case here tonight. One thing I really like about North Shore's offense right now is how much they're not afraid to throw that puck into the center and penetrate that slot area. And when you do that, you're going to get some really high-end chances.
Here's William Carlson now skating it wide on the backhand. Carlson stops, tries to shovel it towards the goal. The return pass not made cleanly, and that's kicked out of the zone by the Ice Dogs. Kyle Reed right back in. There's some dead wood on the ice. Nicholas Semino behind his own net to McGrath. McGrath, the home run pass up ahead to Panico. Here comes Panico in all alone. Panico forehand, backhand, and holding that far for the near post. Iman Hart is able to stone Panico at a hat trick last night. Maybe one too many moves from Panico there, Mike?
Could be, but you know, if he's the one that has the hat trick, obviously he's got the hot stick. That's the last person you want on a breakaway. So that's standing tall in net on the North Shore side of things.
Yeah, so far, good coaching decision by this North Shore Hockey Club to change their starting goalie to Iman Hart here tonight. This is cleared out to center ice, where Patrick Anderson plays it to Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer gains the blue line, shoots it over the crossbar. Kept in at the far point by Harris. He'll throw it in deep. Pass out of the corner. High slot, shot deflected down. Back to the point again. Anderson rifles the shot, and the glove save made by Turchinski.
Well, another thing I really love about this North Shore team, and when I was talking about them being not afraid to attack on offense, it's because they have trust in their defense. You've seen a lot of D-to-D passes. They've looked cool and calm under pressure. I mean, yes, they gave away that one breakaway right there, but they were confident in their goaltender as well, who laid out to make the pad stop. Maybe, yeah, like you said, one too many moves from the shooter, not able to get that goalie to bite and get him in a position to open up the pads. He basically had that whole lower half of the goal blocked off with those pads, but you know, you look to see this North Shore defense pretty solid when it comes to this defense to offense flow in the neutral zone. So we'll get a face-off here to the right.
And Burke Harris just drew an icing as he pulled that stick back right along the wall, and the official bought it. Worked out here by the Ice Dogs. Tomino now across the blue line. Di Nicola along the near half. He loses the puck. Anderson slings it around. Frankie Gelvin over in the corner behind the net. Pushed up along the near wall. Dug out by North Shore Hockey Club's Patrick Anderson. That rides the dasher until it hits something and bounces down onto the ice. Gelvin tries to keep it in, but he gets pushed out of the zone. That'll be cleared in by North Shore Hockey Club. William Zellman throws it around the near side. Luca Tomino. Kept in at the point for a moment. Now Tomino throws it up to Lothar. Lothar across the blue line, near dot. Lothar stops, waits for some line mates, but he gets checked out of the zone, and Panico will have to go all the way back into his own zone. Miscommunication there, just a giveaway. North Shore Hockey Club's Carlson walks in. Carlson with the shot blocker save into the corner. Nemeth has his pocket picked. Excuse me, that was Lobbs having his pocket picked. Now Reed turns and throws it back up the middle. Pushed into space, and Kyle Reed will play it here. Reed to Lobbs. Andrew Lobbs, a giveaway. Bad pass to Leo Cicello. Cicello cross ice to Tristan Wu. Wu with the backhand, looking for Cicello on that give and go. They don't connect. It's pushed out to center ice, hits something. Semino to Jonathan Pashenko. Lobbs. Pashenko to Nicholas Semino over on the far side. Kyle Reed has to go back and play it for North Shore. Nice move there by Kyle Reed to get some space. Now into the offensive zone with it. Linehan. Linehan back to Reed. The backhand, the glove save made by Turchinski.
That was a really well-developed rush by North Shore there. They had a man right in the slot and then one at the back door. If that doesn't get gloved, that's on the doorstep, and you have an opportunity to put that in. Both of these teams seem like they like to play off the rush rather than getting set up too much. But, you know, we haven't really seen a whole lot of offense from this Ice Dogs team to really know.
The Ice Dogs had 5 last night. So far, they're being outplayed a little bit by this North Shore Hockey Club.
I was just about to ask you, does this look like the same Ice Dogs team as last night that put up those 5?
I mean, slower. A little bit slower, but North Shore Hockey Club just looks like they're into this a little bit more than they were last night. So
okay.
I don't know if it's so much anything that the Ice Dogs aren't doing as it is North Shore Hockey Club's just coming out with a little bit more energy tonight than it felt like they had last night. Draw to the right here of Eamon Hart. That splits the defense. He'll come out to center ice. Russell getting bodied by Dennis Wilson. He's able to clear it in. First one on, it'll be Anderson. Around the near side.
Oh, that came up high and clipped. That's number 97, Jonathan Ornstein.
Wilson passes it to Ornstein. It's off his skates. Tyrakowski behind the net. He'll turn and fire it back on the forehand. And that'll be an offsides as Lohmeyer throws it off the skates of Jonathan Ornstein, who was inside the zone. 5:56 left to go in the first period. Still no score.
It seems like both of these teams, despite seeing each other last night, still getting that feeling out stage to see, you know, how the other team works and not trying to be too aggressive in a sense that'll get you caught.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like the Ice Dogs are I don't want to say letting North Shore Hockey Club sort of play themselves out here, but they're trying to withstand this initial rush, right? Like you see this in NHL playoff series all the time when a home team when a team loses the first 2 games of the series and they get game 3 at home and they come out like they're on fire.
Right.
You know, and it's just a matter of withstanding that initial rush, and it kind of feels that's what the Ice Dogs are doing. Don't forget, this Ice Dogs team was 15-2-1 during the regular season. So, I mean, they were about as good as you could possibly be. So it feels like they're trying to withstand that early rush, this first period rush, from North Shore Hockey Club. I expect them to get a little bit more comfortable here as we move forward.
Yeah, it's probably a fair assessment. We'll see if they turn that on.
Kept in at the point. In the near corner with it is Kyle Reed. Reed finds Charles Dion. Dion makes the first man miss across the blue line, takes it wide on the backhand, drives the net, centers it through the paint. Not able to connect there with his intended target. That was Drake McNerney. North Shore Hockey Club continues to move forward with the puck. It's fired into the Ice Dogs bench, and Frankie Gelvin with the oops as that puck ends up with his teammates.
We've seen a couple of those today, and we always have to remind them that the nets are over here.
They're that way, yeah.
Yeah. A couple of rocketed shots too, not just little flip-ups into the bench. You know,
these players all have pads on. It's the coaches you got to be careful of. They're standing up there wearing puffy vests and jackets.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of padding to go there.
Not a whole lot of padding. William Zellman has it here. Tries the long indirect pass for Tristan Wu. Bounces over his stick. Anderson in the near corner. Panico now. Panico with the best opportunity here so far in this first period. Had a breakaway and was shut down by Hart. Tristan Wu, the backhand to Cicello. Leo Cicello gets hit into the boards hard by Anderson, gives it right back. Another big hit in the corner. Another big hit in the corner. There's a shot, the save made by Hart.
That's Panico again. Starting to see this Ice Dogs offense come to life a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit more here over the last couple of shifts. Zellman stops at his own blue line. Gives it away there, though, to Anderson. Patrick Anderson, centering feed. There's a shot by Ornstein. It looks like his stick got held a little bit, and Anderson tries to pass it back to the point, splits his defenders, and throws his hands up in the air in frustration as it forces North Shore back into their own zone. This comes out to center ice. Andrew lobs, leaves it for McNerney. McNerney to Harris, who dumps it in opposite corner. Slid around now, Connor Russell for the Ice Dogs. Stolen away by Harris. Right back on the stick here of Kale Tyrakowski. Up to Curtis. Curtis finds John Petrillo for North Shore Hockey Club. He loses the puck. Ice Dogs take it here. Now it's stolen back. Out to center ice. Dennis Wilson can't get around Tyrakowski. That's good check. Good defensive work by Dennis Wilson there to take the puck away. Comes into the neutral zone. McNerney. Stick handles. Clears it in, and they're going to call him for icing. They're going to say McNerney. You know, when you get called for icing, it's not where your stick is when you shoot it.
It's where your skates are.
And they will give you icing based. They won't call icing if on the follow through of your stick is across the red line.
Right.
And
it's where your body is.
So if you're behind the red line, but the extension of your stick is across the red line, they will let it go, but not in that particular case. Here's Charles Dion now. Little indirect aerial pass looking for Benjamin Colton. Colton has it down low. Tries to get it back to Dion. It's deflected away. 2 minutes left in the first. This is Zachary Zorik. Gelvin gets it back to Zorik, up to Tomino. Cross ice pass, DiNicola chops at it. North Shore Hockey Club in their own zone. Flips it up in the air, kept in by Zorik. Zorik puts it towards the goal. It deflects into the far corner. DiNicola had one of the goals yesterday, has the puck, now loses it, and now Charles Dion. Dion to Colton, who chops it up in the air. Ice Dogs possessing their own zone. D to D, Zorik. Zorik gets it right back, gains the red line. He'll fire it in and go for a change. North Shore Hockey Club coming the other way with speed. Good poke check there by Nicholas Semino. North Shore Hockey Club with a minute left. And they just give it away. Cello to Wu. Tristan Wu jumps around the defense. Wu off the crossbar.
Oh, my goodness.
And up into the netting. So giveaway in center ice. Tristan Wu with a little shovel pass forward, jump step. Put it over the left shoulder of Amon Hart off the crossbar and up into the screen. So it's still 0-0.
That was beautiful, slicing through the defense like that and creating a chance for yourself, and just unable to find the back of the net. Hits the iron.
Zellman had some space on that attempt from the point, but didn't take the shot. Now the other way. North Shore Hockey Club sticked into the corner by Jason Turchinski, who's looking to pitch his 4th straight scoreless period here, and dangerous opportunity, but Linehan not able to play it cleanly.
That got poked away by the defense, but still found the man at the back door.
Cicello to Wu, back to Cicello. He's got Panico on his right, drops it for Panico. Panico top of the far dot, fires the shot into the body of Hart. Hart makes the save with 18 seconds left to go in the period.
Solid save there. So we're going to see a face-off to the left of North Shore's goaltender, Amon Hart.
Out of the left of Hart. DiNicola tries to go straight forward with that, that was Semino, not Dominic DiNicola, Dominic Semino. Now Lobbs with 9 seconds left. Lobbs, poke checked, behind the net. On it here, the Ice Dogs, they clear it out, and the first period comes to an end. No score here, game 6 at Vernon Hills Glacier Ice Arena. The Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. One of them's going on right now. So if you've got a little TV, got picture-in-picture, something, put the Blackhawks on the little TV.
NIHL first.
Watch NIHL on the big TV. Maybe put Blackhawks on your phone.
Yeah, there
Blackhawks on your phone, NIHL on TV.
Well, you have to get the streaming service from CHSN.
Yeah, don't even get me started on all that nonsense.
So.
And then tomorrow,
just watch us.
Just watch us. You don't even worry about it. Just watch. You can catch the highlights of the Blackhawks game.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow, Maple Leafs come in. Austin Matthews comes in, 6 p.m. That game's on ESPN Plus and Hulu. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. The Blackhawks want to let you know the registration is now open for the Chicago Blackhawks 2025 Youth Summer Camps. Camps are being held for boys and girls ages 6 through 13, June 9 through 13, and July 28th through August 1st at the Blackhawks practice facility, Fifth Third Arena in Chicago. Also at Fifth Third, we're proud to present our all-girls camp Big Strides, designed for ages 12 through 18, the week of June 23rd through 27th. All camps are full day. Players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice activities. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit NHL.com/Blackhawks/amateur/hockey-camps. That's a lot of reads we've done today.
Yeah, that is a long URL, too.
It is.
I like it. We got this. Don't worry. All good. So, ready for period 2. I think what I'm looking for most is to see this Ice Dogs offense open up a little bit and see if they can actually replicate what they did yesterday and not let the North Shore team take hold of this game and dictate what's going on.
Yeah, North Shore played a much better first period as that shot is put in by McGrath. The save is made by Hart. That was the best period of this series played by this North Shore Hockey Club, the first period of game 2. They were thoroughly outplayed in all 3 periods of game 1. So good start for North Shore Hockey Club, but they got to finish here. They got to find a way to beat Jason Turchinski, who's now pitched 4 shutout periods so far in this best of 3.
A lot of open ice hits, a lot of hits along the board right there. The physicality has definitely increased immediately in this second period.
Yeah, Curtis 1-on-3. He gets hit hard, bumped off the puck. Wilson across the blue line, overskates it a little bit. Down below the net, Tyrakowski has it poked away. Lothar.
Skied that one.
Yeah, skied that. I think aiming for the net, but missed the net. Going to be an icing.
I mentioned wanting to see more offense I think they heard physicality come out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's fine too.
That's, I mean, hey.
Sometimes
you're
physicality leads to offense.
Yeah, you're going to get your openings when that happens. But these two teams know that this is a deadlock score, and only one of them is going to be moving on here. But they're going to have to do that with goals. And both of these goaltenders have been stellar thus far.
Yeah, so far so good. Good. Iman Hart didn't get the start last night. Gets the start here tonight. He's played pretty well so far. Stopped 6 of 6. Jason Turchinski 10 of 10 so far. That squirts out in front. Turning and firing and scoring. Benjamin Colton finally breaks through for North Shore Hockey Club. That's a goal they needed. They're up 1-0.
Well, I guess my request got answered faster than I thought. What a beautiful turnaround shot from the high slot. I mean, you have to have a lot of skill in order to know where you're shooting that when you can't look at it until you turn around and actually release the puck. And it was a beautiful release right underneath the bar. And that's a tough one. I mean, there's really no chance for
Turchinski at all, yeah.
On that one.
Here's Semino with the puck. He pushes it forward. Tristan Wu drops it for Panico, but Wu put himself offside. Panico turns it over, gets it back at center ice. Cicello bounces over his stick. Burke Harris now. Center ice slid forward by Linehan into the far corner. Zellman centering feed.
Look out.
And in on Turchinski is Lucas Linehan. And a little bit of after the whistle stuff. A lot of players on the ice right now.
Yeah, full sail line changes on both sides, but there's a number of players still talking with each other before they go to their respective benches. Even the ref had to separate a few as they cross benches there.
And there were about
definitely words still being said.
There were about 18 players on the ice there for a second. Draw to the right here, Turchinski. Up high off the glass, out to center ice. Giveaway, here comes McGrath, over skates, it leaves it
nice
for Semino. Dominic Semino, toe save by Hart. I think that may have been going wide. It looks like it rolled off the stick of Dominic Semino a little bit. Stick lift on Dennis Wilson, but he keeps going forward, able to work it into the zone, but gives it away at that point. Curtis tips it into the North Shore Hockey Club zone. Banged up off the boards and out by Reed. Russell, Curtis, Reed slides it between the defenders, and we're gonna have an icing. North Shore Hockey Club playing for their playoff lives. They lose tonight, and their season is over, and the Ice Dogs go to the United Center to take on Peoria. But if North Shore Hockey Club wins today, these two teams will play again tomorrow. What time they play tomorrow? Look at that schedule again. They will play tomorrow at 8 p.m. Right? Is that right? I have that right? I think I have that right.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
there's a lot of other
8 p.m.
games in the morning, so
tomorrow at 8
p.m.
p.m.
a shot near side wide.
Oh, that's going to be a long day. That's okay. Di Nicola has it here. Dominic Di Nicola, he'll take the shot through a screen. Save made. Puck left out there by Hart.
Well, considering how we've seen North Shore play here tonight, it looks as though, I mean, there's still plenty of game left, but it looks as though they want it. They know that their season's on the line after last night's affair, and they're not going to go down without a fight. I've seen a lot from them, and I'm still waiting to see more from the Ice Dogs here.
Dominic Di Nicola. Burke Harris into the offensive zone now. Battle right at the blue line. Yeah, much different North Shore Hockey Club tonight than what we saw last night for sure. Nicholas Semino cross ice, Panico now. Panico across the blue line looking for Cicello, but those two don't connect.
Looked like it may have been a hair offsides, but no call. We play on a little extra move at the blue line.
Tristan Wu into the offensive zone, tries to wrench it through his back. He can't. Cicello back on the forehand, back to the point. Cimino fires the shot. The deflection goes wide of the near post.
That was a knuckleball.
Hopped up in the air. Wu just turns and pushes it back towards the net. In the corner, Burke Harris. Cicello keeps it in at the point smartly. Over to Cimino at the near point. Cimino pushes it through space. Zellman slow to get up behind the play.
Yeah, a little bit of contact behind the play as they didn't like a couple of extra players standing in front of the blue paint there. We're starting to see some of that offense from the Ice Dogs that I was kind of looking for, but not a lot of it has been high danger chances. We've been seeing North Shore keep them to the outsides, get sticks in lanes, make sure every opportunity of theirs is basically gummed up. So Ice Dogs are going to have to figure out something quick in order to penetrate this North Shore defense.
Yeah, they had those 2 breakaways in the first period, Tristan Wu and Anthony Panico, but I mean, you say other than that, you know what I mean? Like those are right. 2 grade A opportunities. There's a huge hit by Dominic Cimino. You know, so I mean, other than those 2 big plays, you're right. They really haven't had much going on offensively. And
you talk about breakaways. That's a time when you've already passed the defense. Look out. Here comes North Shore.
2-on-1 as Carlson gets a little too deep with it. Tyrakowski up off the boards.
So, I mean, you don't really have to worry about getting through defense. You just have to worry about beating the goaltender. They haven't done that either, but there's other times where you're going to have to worry about beating this really strong North Shore defense. They've come out to play tonight.
Here's McGrath. It's knocked down by Carlson. Carlson to Linehan. Oh, Lobbs and or McNerney were just in ahead of the play. A toe in ahead of the play.
Yeah,
1-0.
Paying attention to the actual puck here, I couldn't see. It looked as if there were a couple missed offsides on the Ice Dogs over here on the far blue line, but you know, as long as it's going both ways, I think it's, you know, okay here or there, maybe just by a skate, a couple of close calls.
Tomino across the blue line, puts it towards the goal. Hart gives up a rebound. This is Lothar now. Gelvin from the point just hammers it around. Anderson now back to the point. Tomino not able to play it there. Up off the boards. Taken away by North Shore Hockey Club's Jonathan Ornstein avoids a hit, gets into the offensive zone. Wrist shot from a distance. Turchinski sees it all the way, makes the save. We'll have a whistle and a faceoff. Still 1-0. Goal here early in the second period by Benjamin Colton. Turn around, wrist shot, top corner gives his team a 1-0 lead. The first goal of the series for North Shore Hockey Club.
Yeah, and the shots on goal, I've been mentioning that in the last couple of games. In this one, they're very even. 13-10 in favor of the team in the lead. That's North Shore right now. But, I mean, it might be a little bit, I don't know, generous to the Ice Dogs. I'm not sure how many of those have been high danger chances. Like I mentioned, not a whole lot. There's one.
Cicello with a drop pass for Panico, who takes that shot from an angle. The deflection, look out, right through the crease. Zellman with the bomb, high up on Hart, and that'll be cleared out. And that's going to come all the way down on Turchinski, so no icing. Turchinski tries to help his offense here, hits Panico in stride. Panico across the line, back to the point to Wu. Tristan Wu winds up, blockered away. Zellman in the corner. Loses the puck to Finn Lohmeyer, now pins Lohmeyer against the glass. Drake McNerney comes in to help his teammate. McNerney drops it into center ice. Wu. Back to Zellman. Zellman runs into Lohmeyer. Panico will dump and he'll go for the forecheck. I thought he was going to change it first. It's pushed out to center ice. Jonathan Pishenko here. Now Russell right in front of us. Cross ice pass, gets it right back. They'll skate it across the blue line this time. 8:25 left in the second.
We've seen a little bit more of that offense for the Ice Dogs. Nice use of the trailer on that one play. You bring the puck in, you draw the defenders in. It creates that soft little space at the top of the zone in which your trailers have time to shoot the puck, but you got to get guys to the front of the net in order to allow that rebound to fall on the stick of your players. If there is a rebound, you're not often going to score from the point there. We did see a goal last game, though, from center ice, so weird things can happen, but you know, the higher percentage is going to be from the rebounds and lower shots.
Here's a giveaway. Here's lobs. Center ice, DiNicola, top of the near dot. DiNicola, the pretty pass.
Oh.
Not able to finish was Lothar. DiNicola with the nice backhand feed, and we're going to get a penalty called here on North Shore Hockey Club. That was a gorgeous pass from Dominic DiNicola. Bryce Lothar all alone on the other side, just missed the net, and the Ice Dogs with a power play.
Yeah, beautiful play, beautiful pass, and it looks like it's going to be Kyle Reed. Nope, he's heading to the bench. Who's heading to the box to serve this one? That is Andrew Labs.
Nope.
Nope, he's headed to the bench.
Try again.
Who are we calling for here? Referee standing at center ice is still pointing at someone saying you.
There
yes,
we
you.
go. It's going to be William Carlson, I believe.
Okay. William Carlson.
Number 18 for
Oh,
North
yeah.
Shore Hockey Club will go to the box.
Not the same spelling as the Vegas Golden Knight. Is he still
No.
on Vegas?
He's Karl.
Yeah.
Is he double S? SSON?
I think it's double S. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no,
But,
different.
Hey, good name to share, I guess, in
More
a way.
similar to John Carlson.
Right, right. But still, Wild Bill heads to the box.
Down low. It's Curtis. Stick handling. Cicello turns, back door.
Oh, wow.
You saw that one forming. Russell coming in from the back door, but puck just bounced off his stick. Gelvin. Frankie Gelvin almost loses the puck, plays it up to Tristan Wu. Now cross ice to Russell, who gains the blue line. Russell throws it in on Hart. Easy save by Hart. And Burke Harris skates it out to center ice. Flipped up in the air. Ornstein tries to play it. He can't. Gelvin has it. Gelvin to space. And out to center ice. Cicello tries to play it through the defense. North Shore Hockey Club throws it into the penalty box.
And I want to go back to the play that drew the penalty, and also one of those first set plays that you saw on this power play. A lot of 360 no-look passes coming from the Ice Dogs causes a little deception for this North Shore team. And they found that it works when you're throwing the puck to the back door. It drew a penalty, and both of those opportunities, they still got a shot off. Unfortunately, both went wide. But the Ice Dogs were knocking on the door in both opportunities.
Yeah, if you know where your teammate is, that no-look pass can be deceptive, but if you don't know where it is, you can also lead to some really bad things for your team.
Right, the chemistry has to be there.
Shot in from the point, back to Semino now at the point that deflects into the corner. Lothar.
I would
Behind
hope at
the
this
net.
point they have chemistry.
You would hope so, yes. Semino, Panico, the shot, and a very casual glove save there made by Hart on the backhand. He looked like a shortstop there.
Yeah, flashing the leather backwards like Derek Jeter, and you know that's a little tough.
No, like
because
Nomar.
like Nomar Garcia Parra.
Yes.
And yeah, you know that's a little tougher to do with a goaltending mitt because of the way it's angled. So you don't want to end up throwing that puck in your own net.
Yeah, throw it down. Lothar wins the draw, goes forward with it. Leaves it for Semino. Semino walks in. Semino cross ice pass. Zellman puts it in the slot. That's pushed into the corner by Dion. Zellman, there's that no-look backhand pass all the way through.
You know, it's a good thing to exploit that seam right across the dots that most power plays try to exploit, but it just hasn't worked for them. And you hear the stick tap from Torchinsky.
And a race for the puck here by Colton, who has the only goal of the game. Power play's up.
Yeah.
5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Still just 1-0 North Shore Hockey Club.
That was that stick tap from Turchinski, letting his teammates know that the power play was expiring. Nothing doing on that Ice Dogs power play, but they got a couple of decent chances there.
Here's Finn Lohmeyer. Gives it away to McGrath. John McGrath with some space through center ice. Gets into the offensive zone. Stops along the far half wall while his team changes. Loses the puck to Kyle Reed. Reed able to just feather it into the Ice Dogs defensive zone, where it's played by Leo Cicello. Cicello leaves it for Frankie Gelvin. Gelvin hard up ice. This is Dennis Wilson into the offensive zone. Drags, shoots. Didn't look like he had that much space, but he ended up getting a lot on that wrist shot, Mike.
Yeah, and that toe drag he does right before that changes the complete angle of the shot. You talk about Matthews and McDavid, and even now Connor Bedard being able to do that quite often. And that's dangerous up close right there.
Gelvin backhands it out in front. Zorch with the shot. The tip, the rebound by Wu goes wide. Zorik with a bomb from the point. Down low, behind the net, Ornstein now for North Shore Hockey Club. Pushes it up the near boards. Back to the point, kept in though by Zork. For the moment anyway. And now out to center ice, racing for the puck, Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer top of the near dot, fires the shot. Left pad save, and that's hopped up in the air, stays in play. I thought that was either gonna hit the rafters or the netting, but it stays in play. And that's turned and just iced by Gelvin. Yeah, totally different North Shore Hockey Club here today than what we saw just 24 hours ago, or I guess 22 hours ago at this point, 23 hours ago at this point. But
yeah, and I want to give credit to the Ice Dogs because I feel like I've been ragging on them a little bit. They've really turned up their offense in these last couple minutes. Of course, the power play helped. They got their opportunities there, but, you know, not quite the, you know, explosive offense that you saw yesterday from them.
No, the Ice Dogs are not playing badly. The difference tonight is that North Shore has matched their intensity, so they're not getting skated out of the rink. Here's DiNicola, far half wall. DiNicola, bit of a whiff. Tomino plays it behind the net. There's DiNicola, turns, centers it, looks for Lothar, who's not able to tap it home.
There's those turnaround passes again.
Not kept in at the point. DiNicola overskates it. Now up 2-on-1 the other way. Here comes McNerney. McNerney fires the shot up high. Ice Dogs. Russell into center ice. Tomino gets into the offensive zone, and that'll be offsides. Yeah, Ice Dogs haven't played badly at all. They really haven't played badly, but last night they really outplayed North Shore Hockey Club for the entirety of the, you know, the 3 15-minute periods. But tonight, North Shore Hockey Club is, you know, they've fought back here tonight, and they've played well, and they have themselves a 1-goal lead here in the second period.
Faceoff comes outside of the North Shore zone, right in front of us here.
McGrath walks forward with it now. McGrath on the backhand, centers it for Cimino. Dominic Cimino right on the back doorstep. Cimino tries to pull the trigger and can't. Zellman uses his body to play the puck. Looks for Cimino. Cimino has to just dump it into the near corner and then go chase.
That's a tough seam pass to try to make there.
Here's the other Cimino, Nicholas Cimino. Now skating out is Dion, Charles Dion. Taps it ahead for Ornstein. Ornstein on the backhand, and Turchinski makes the save.
That was also a beautiful ditch effort pass to make to your teammate as you realize you're getting taken out of the play, but you still have numbers going the other way, and the defense is worried about you, the puck carrier. You send that puck up, and now you've awarded your team a face-off in the offensive zone. Going back to that last dangerous effort on the North Shore side, as I was saying, that's a tough seam pass to make as you're trying to pass through a bunch of skates and sticks as everybody's converging upon the net, and they somehow, the Ice Dogs, found that puck on the back door, just couldn't put it in.
Here's Panico. Panico with Wu. Wu cross ice, and the net well off its moorings, and Panico saying, hey, that was done by the goaltender. That's Jake Myers who's in the game now. In net for North Shore Hockey Club. I just realized that. Number 36 in start in goal here now for North Shore Hockey Club. And Panico saying, hey, goalie backed into the net, knocked it off its pegs while we had a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit more of an innocent mistake than on purpose, just pivoting over to make the save if it went back door. But yeah, I'm not actually sure when that goaltending change was made. I did not see, could have been at the start of the period, and I just didn't notice. because that's that same glove hand that made that backhanded play.
Here's a hard shot from the point that's kicked into the corner. Frankie Gelvin with that hard shot. Cicello takes the shot from the slot area, and that almost breaks through Jake Myers, but he's able to put that glove down behind the 5-hole.
Starting to see a little bit more of a push each minute as we go on here from this Ice Dogs team, but they're running out of time here in the second period to try to tie things up. Only 1:30 on the clock. Hopefully, if they can't get something done here, they're looking to carry that momentum into the final frame. Back on it now.
Play at center ice. Taken there by Burke Harris. Harris will throw it into the far corner. He'll go change, and Zoric will play it here. Zoric to Cicello. Cicello, long pass looking for Panico. That'll be icing.
That was a rocket of a pass, and you've got to go tape to tape in order for that one to work out, and even then it still might pop off of the recipient's stick. But unfortunately, that was a little out of the reach. You got to be mindful of those blue lines over there, and just not quite able to connect. So icing brings this puck all the way back down. 1:05 here to go in period number 2.
Nicola throws it forward. Catomino stops there, leaves it for Lothar. The hard backhand goes high and wide. Russell near point. The shot deflected. I think that was DiNicola out front. Yeah, Dom DiNicola takes that nice deflection from out front. The save was made by Myers. This is Linehan now. He'll just dump it into the corner. Behind the net with it. Ice Dogs trying to finish this period strong. They've played a pretty good second half of this second period here after falling behind 1-0.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go here as the clock winds down. A really nice deflection on that last rush from the Ice Dogs that I don't think Myers would have been able to save. That just kind of hit him, and he was in good positioning, but otherwise he would have had no chance.
We'll have a horn, we'll have an icing, we'll have a period end all at the same time. So we go to the third with North Shore Hockey Club up 1-0. NIHL's Best Flow has its winners each season. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this annual event among players and fans who vote for their favorite flow. The players who represented their team and won the contest this year were for the Squirts, Chicago Hawks A5, for the Pee-wees, Chicago Hawks A3, for the Bantams, Chicago Blues A2, and for College Junior Prep, Rockford Road Runners 18U. They all won prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes this season were sponsored by Jerry's Hockey, the Northern Illinois Hockey League, Chicoche University, and Culver's. Thank you to the players and team managers for another excellent year of NIHL's Best Flow. The NIHL regular season determined the qualifiers, and we are now in the 2025 Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL Blackhawks tournament games. This is the last tournament game we're going to do here. The next NIHL Blackhawks tournament game we're going to be doing, Mike, at the UC on March 9th.
Center. Well, no, you'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, we'll be here tomorrow, right.
Yeah,
Forgot I even said that.
I won't be, but you
No,
will
we got
be.
3 games tomorrow. We had a minimum of 3 games tomorrow. We have a 10 a.m. 10U game. Then we've got 2 Pee-wee 12U games, and then depending on what happens here, we may have a 14U game. Yeah. An 8 p.m. game. So we might have a game at 10 a.m. and a game at 8 p.m. and then 2 games in between.
I didn't know if you were talking about just yourself or us as a tandem.
No, I forgot. I just forgot what this weekend is like.
I was busy getting a compliment. Apparently, there's a viewer out at University of Missouri.
Okay.
That is saying that we are having a phenomenal broadcast.
Thank you, University. We love Mizzou here at Stream Sports Midwest. Here's an icing.
I
Sure.
guess so, yeah.
Sure.
I got nothing against them.
I got nothing against Mizzou.
Tune into all of our other broadcasts as well, too, because we've been on fire all day, I have to say. This has been
you know
an
what? I have
incredible
more
day.
energy today than I thought I was going to at this point. Of course, I've had a lot of rest over the last couple of weeks.
I haven't, but, you know, I'm still here. We're still kicking. I'm on my 17th wind. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, normally I work like 80 hours a week, but these last 3 weeks, I haven't had to work a whole heck of a lot. So I've had some spare time, and I'm nice and rested here for Game 6 of 6. Here's Tristan Wu. Out to center ice with it, Benjamin Colton, the only goal scorer. Colton cross ice for Dion. Charles Dion the shot, and Turchinski makes the save on the deflected puck. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate that. We always appreciate the kind words. We're going to do it either way. And whether you like what we're doing or not, we're still going to do it. But no, we appreciate it. Thank you. We enjoy hockey, and I tell this story all the time. My partner Eric Willowite and I, we started Stream Sports Midwest 4 years ago, and it was born from a love of hockey, just hockey in general, all levels, boys, girls, doesn't matter what age. We just love the sport of hockey. So this is an opportunity for us to be involved in the sport of hockey in a small yet important way, I think. Here's Zellman from the point. Wu tries to deflect it. He can't. Nico Cimino, and I want to thank one of our viewers telling me that it's Nico Cimino, not Nicholas. Again, I just go by our rosters. Our rosters say Nicholas, so unless I'm told otherwise, he's
they're
Nicholas.
given the full legal name, I guess.
Right, and I appreciate that. We're also told by, I mentioned this earlier, Frankie Gelvin's father, that he wants to go by Frankie. So I don't know these things.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys telling us.
Usually we will get correct pronunciations and nicknames. And
yeah, those NIHL guys are busy right now.
Yeah.
We got a 2-on-1 the other way. Dennis Wilson takes it wide, the shot, and the glove save by Jason Turchinski.
Even sometimes fun facts about the players. I've been around for a couple of those, and it's always nice to get to know the players a little bit better and be able to understand them when we're commentating them.
Yeah. The more we can add to the broadcast, the better it is. But either way, it's fun. Having a good time here today. And like I said, we have 3, maybe 4 games tomorrow, and then depending on what happens tomorrow, we may have 2 games on Monday. All depends on those 12U games. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty called here on the Ice Dogs. William Zellman, so North Shore Hockey Club, will be a skater up with a 1-0 lead here in the third period.
Yeah, this is a crucial moment in the game here, because if you're the Ice Dogs, you can't allow another goal. That would feel like a crushing weight upon you. If you're North Shore, though, you want that insurance goal to really open this game up a little bit more. Make sure that there is a Game 3 tomorrow night, and your season stays alive. Up along the half wall there, they flip this back out.
Puck battled for right in front of those penalty boxes. It's taken here by Ornstein. He loses the puck. It's played deep by Carlson. Chipped into the offensive zone. They're trying to let their players know that Lucas Linehan was standing all by himself on the blue line just waiting for the pass.
Yeah, a little bit of cherry picking, and usually you might get away with that, but the fans came to the aid of their player.
Yeah, behind you, turn around. It's far more effective than just screaming shoot and skate, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. You may only have 5 other teammates on the ice, although, with the power play here, 4, and I'm including the goaltender in that, but you have a bunch of teammates in the stands here.
Yes.
So it's good,
especially here. This is Vernon Hills home ice, of course, so they've got a large contingency of fans both to our right and to our left.
Back to the point there, as that after that hit the glass hard.
Far over to the far side, Kyle Reed gives the puck away. Potential breakout here. That pass, I think, a little too far out in front of Panico, and it's cut off by Burke Harris.
Nonetheless, this power play not getting a whole lot done for North Shore. It's actually maybe building a little momentum for the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, we'll see if the Ice Dogs can break through here. They've been held scoreless for 2+ periods, and we're going to have, I think, matching penalties behind the play. Burke Harris can't believe it. He's incredulous, Mike.
Yeah.
And Anthony Panico will also go to the box as well. So matching minors.
I didn't recognize those hand motions. Oh, is that a pushing hand motion, charging? I know what charging is.
I didn't see the signal.
It was 2 hands up like this. I'm not sure what that one is.
You know what that is? That's 5.
Stop it. I'm guessing that means 5 skaters aside, but I did not see.
Well, it wouldn't be 5 skaters to a side because the Ice Dogs are shorthanded.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they still have 9 seconds to go here. Not 100% sure. I mean, pushing isn't really a penalty, but we'll see here. There is a player for each in the box and 1 more for the Ice Dogs as those final 9 seconds run off the clock on that William Zellman penalty. So it looks like maybe that was meant for offsetting.
Here's McGrath.
As soon as those 9 seconds are up right now.
No, we're 5 to a side
5 to a side, yeah.
They were matching minors behind the play. We've seen that a couple of times today. Players getting tangled up and getting a little feisty with themselves behind the whistles. Or behind the play, rather. Kept in by the Ice Dogs. William Carlson in that near corner. Carlson tries to go through Zorik and can't. Nice job by Zachary Zorik to cut him off. That long cross ice pass stolen by Wilson. Wilson the shot in, Turchinski the rebound, the puck is loose. Here's Wilson, takes the shot through some bodies, doesn't make it through.
That hit a shin pad of the defenseman.
Now lobs in the corner. A lot of physical play. Frankie Gelvin in the corner, he loses it, but it ends up on the stick down here in front of us of John McGrath, who gains the red line and dumps. 10 minutes left, still 1-0. If the score stays tied, if the score stays this way, I should say, these two teams will play a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow at 8 p.m. Cicello, drop pass for Wu, Tristan Wu. Tomino, back to Wu. Tomino behind the net. Wu in the corner. Back to Tomino. Tomino turns, looks for Wu. Wu turns, fires. The rebound bounces back out, and that's cleared out by North Shore Hockey Club. Here's Nico Cimino behind his own net, and he'll stop. Cut back out the near side.
A way to put the brakes on and evade the attacker, confuse them with going around the net there.
Tomino tries to hit Cicello and can't. Wu now. So Tomino out there replacing Panico on this line with Cicello and Wu, with Panico in the box right now. Tomino gets knocked down at the blue line, and it's played by North Shore Hockey Club. Give it away, though, right in center ice. Tomino drops it for Wu. Over on the far side, this is Connor Russell, gets pushed up against the glass by Finn Lohmeyer. It's off the back of Cicello, into the offensive zone, though, and now back into center ice. Ooh, cross ice pass is deflected down by Drake McNerney into the corner. Galvin gets pushed up against the boards in the corner. Out to center ice. Russell finds Wu. Wu in the corner. Wu back into the corner. Centering feed comes out the near side. Russell winds up, mishits the slap shot, and that lets North Shore Hockey Club skate it into center ice. They gain the red line. Kyle Reed into the offensive zone, gets triple teamed, loses the puck. Russell back to Wu. Wu at the end of his shift, though, clears it in, and that's going to be called for icing. So Wu didn't know where he was. You talked about spatial awareness earlier, Mike, and that's it right there. All Wu had to do was take one more stride forward to clear that in, but instead it's an icing.
Yeah, and I'm surprised because there's a lot of players on this Ice Dogs team that, we talked about it earlier, make those spinorama no-look passes because they know where their teammates are going to be. That is spatial awareness on the ice and a little bit of chemistry involved. But, you know, that was just a solo play by Wu, so I'm surprised he didn't know that he wasn't past the red line there.
Lobs puts it towards the goal. Curtis in a stick joust. One-handed kept in at the point nicely by Ornstein.
Oh, look out, big hit there right in front of the referee.
Yeah, Ornstein absolutely levels Curtis, or excuse me, Lothar in the corner. Semino pushes it around to Zorik now as we're down to 7.5. Here's McGrath. McGrath stops, has it taken away from him by Lobs. Lobs goes cross ice for Harris. Harris right back cross ice here in front of us to Carlson. Zorik aerial pass, finds Russell. Cicello looks for Curtis. They don't connect on that pass. We're down to 7 now. Still 1-0. North Shore Hockey Club. Benjamin Colton, the only goal of the game in the second period. Here's McNerney. McNerney winds up the slap shot, easy glove or blocker and stick save made by Turchinski. Cicello finds Panico. Panico's got McGrath, puts the shot wide. Anderson around the boards. Ice Dogs keep it in at the point for the moment. Tyrakowski does a nice job keeping it in. Panico tries to snake through the defense. Tyrakowski, Cicello, bad angle, back to the point. Gelvin on the backhand gets it in deep. Kept in and now cleared the length of the ice. That'll come down on Turchinski. No, it'll go just wide of Turchinski. Smartly there by Jason, letting that go for an icing as we're down to 6. So time starting to become a factor here for the Ice Dogs. Don't forget, this is an Ice Dogs team that was 15-2-1 during the regular season.
Yeah, and we've seen, I think, at least 3 goaltenders pulled today with how close games have been, Aaron, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a 4th, but there's still a lot of time on the clock. It's just there's not a whole lot of offense being created by this Ice Dogs team.
Walking
right
forward with it is Ornstein. Russell does a nice job diving in and poking it away. Zorik around to Russell. Russell hits almost, Lothar jumped over the puck. I think he thought there may have been somebody behind him.
Well, there was. That was number 19, Tristan Wu, and he had called for it, and on the stretch pass, look out.
Yeah, there was a shot by Lothar. It found the stick of Wu on the back door, but it went wide.
The problem is the pass went where he was, and after he called for it, he cut across the ice, so the defenseman was already passing into that vicinity, and Wu's all the way on the other side of the ice.
Here is Tristan Wu with the puck. Cut back onto his forehand. Gets it up to Dominic DiNicola. DiNicola across the blue line. DiNicola stick handles. And he'll just fire it into the corner and go for a change. 5 minutes. That's going to be iced by North Shore Hockey Club. 21-19 shots on goal. So we've done 6 games today. 4 of them have been decided by a goal. 1 was decided by a couple of goals. And then we had 1 that was decided by 4. But even that 1 that was decided by 4 was 5-5 in the third period. So we've seen some good hockey today.
Yeah, and 5-5 at least midway, if not late into that third period. So very close matchups no matter where these teams have lied in the standings throughout the regular season.
Draw is won by the Ice Dogs. Kept in at the point for the moment. Patrick Anderson tries to sling it around the near boards. He can't. Ice Dogs keeping it at the point. Tyrakowski winds up with the wrist shot that goes well wide. Nico Semino throws it a little bit deeper, but it's cleared out. That one's going to get caught up in the snow icing. Tyrakowski to his backhand, but nobody over there. Miscommunication between defense a little bit. Here's Tomino, nice exit pass. Tomino comes down 1-on-3 though. Tries to skate through Anderson and can't. The 2 of them both go down. We're down to 4 minutes. Panico had a hat trick last night, has been quiet tonight into the feet of Cicello. Played here by Russell. Russell top of the near dot. Puts it into space, but it's taken away by Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer 1-on-2. Lohmeyer tries to go through Tristan Wu and can't. Now Cicchello. Cicchello with Wu and Panico. Wu was offsides, no call. Cicchello near dot. Cicchello stick handles, and he misses the open net.
Wow.
Ice Dogs caught a break on that missed offsides, and Cicchello had a wide open net. All he had to do was finish, Mike. He did everything but, and we would have had a tie game.
Well, the hockey gods came down on that one, and
Is that the equivalent of ball don't lie?
Ball don't lie. I was just about to say puck don't lie.
Puck don't lie.
And I think they kept that one out of the net for them.
Yeah, Tristan Wu pretty clearly astride offsides, but nothing called, and we're down to 3 minutes now. Nico Cimino blows a tire, gets back up on his forehand now. Cicchello. Panico. Cicchello driving the net. Panico puts it towards the goal. Cicchello bangs Carlson into the back glass. Pushed around into the corner for Ornstein. Ornstein up, but back to the point, kept in. Knocked up in the air. Out to center ice. Charles Dion runs through Nico Cimino. Cimino tried to give the hit. Instead, he took it from Charles Dion. And another huge hit in the corner. This one by McNerney on the bigger Zachary Zorek.
Yeah, that was David and Goliath right there, and he laid down the bigger
We're going to have
player.
a penalty called for a high stick. Oof, that looked like a clean check behind the net.
I don't know about that one.
They're saying that he used the high stick to take down Zorek. Not sure about that call.
I don't know if I saw that there, but hey, I'm not down at ice level. I'm up here with the camera, so maybe I didn't quite catch something there. And it also looks like we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, Ice Dogs will take a timeout here with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. They're going to have a power play. So they're going to have an opportunity here, Mike, in this final 2 minutes to get this thing even and try to force overtime or try to get a goal here late.
Yeah, all but 13 seconds are going to be allotted for them to have this power play unless they score earlier than that remaining in this game to try and, make this a tie game or possibly even get some momentum, get two, but with the way things have gone today, just getting one would be half the battle, more than half the battle, honestly. So if you're the Ice Dogs, and you had that dominant display last night, you're struggling for offense tonight. They got the whiteboard out. They're definitely drawing up a play here. You also look to see when that goaltender gets pulled. I mean,
do you do it now and go 6-on-4?
I wouldn't, because you still have the man advantage with the power play. Yeah. I'd say you get down close to about a minute. Most teams that we saw today that pulled the goaltender did it a little over a minute, maybe even a minute and a half. I think you get down closer to a minute because you don't want to risk that 6-on-4 goal the other way. I think you'd want a 5-on-4, and if that doesn't produce anything, all right, then go to the 6-on-4.
All right, well, here we go. Turchinski will go back in net. It looks like it'll be Cicchello out there with Gelvin. And trying to get the rest of the numbers. Peter Curtis, Tristan Wu, and Lothar are your 5 out there for the Ice Dogs.
This is it, Aaron. This is the game right here. This decides who is going home and who is going to play tomorrow.
And North Shore Hockey Club wins the draw. North Shore Hockey Club has won almost all of these 50-50 pucks today, and they lost almost all of them last night. So just a different team here this evening.
And that right there is why I wouldn't have pulled that goalie. Look at how quickly North Shore is able to create space in the ice. Now maybe a 6th skater would have been a different story, but you have to have some kind of offensive possession time. And this power play, even with the man advantage, is not doing that. Puck comes all the way down for an icing.
That thing rolled up on edge, and Jason Turchinski last minute had to hold that left pad up against that near post because that was up on edge and it was rolling like a quarter or something.
Yeah. 139 here.
So we'll go with Dom Cimino, Cicchello, and Panico out there. Here's a shot, and the save made by Jake Myers. Don't forget, Jake Myers gave up 5 goals last night to this Ice Dogs team. He was brought in the second period and has performed well.
Yeah, he's standing tall right now for this team. I'm not sure what the issue may have been on the goalie change, but
Gelvin with the shot, deflection from Cicello. Panico in the corner, back to the point, Lothar. Lothar down low, through the creases, Panico. Gelvin back to the point, Cicello. Cicello top of the near dot, skates it deep. Cicello centers it. The shot, Cimino. The rebound shot, Lothar, and covered up by Myers. That was
a couple of bodies falling on top of each other at the point, but some really good opportunities there for the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, Dominic Cimino in between the circles there, had the best opportunity, but just healed it a little bit, didn't get much on it. Yeah. Well, Tristan Wu will make his way back out there. So Wu will be out there with Cicello, Panico,
Jason Turchinski,
Gelvin, and Lothar.
Jason Turchinski still on the ice, but well out in front of his own crease, ready to go. And now they're calling him over now.
Well,
they don't have a sixth skater.
They don't have a sixth skater, yeah.
What are they doing? They called in their sixth skater and their goaltender at the same time.
Cimino with a shot from the point, blocker to side.
Turchinski is above
and
the
puck
dots.
Bounces over the stick of Gelvin.
I mean, you got to pull him now.
Yeah, he's got to come now, absolutely.
There he goes. Now there's the sixth skater coming on.
Gelvin to Wu. Cross ice, Cicello. Cicello far face-off dot, dangles. He has it deep. Lothar, the one-timer, in and out of the glove. The puck's in the paint.
Oh,
Cimino has it. Cimino whiffs on it. Charles Dion has it, kept in by Wu. Cicello in the corner with 40 seconds left. Cicello leaves it for Lothar. We're going to get a penalty. Wu, and there's going to be another penalty here on North Shore Hockey Club for the high stick.
In that situation, you let North Shore touch that puck. The quicker you can get a stoppage and an extra attacker here, this is now going to be a 6-on-3. Have you ever seen a 6-on-3, Aaron?
Yeah, I've seen a 6-on-3, sure.
I don't know if I have.
I mean, I can't specify date and time, but I mean, I'm almost 50 years old. I've watched probably 3,000 hockey games in my life. I'm sure I've seen a 6-on-3.
I don't know the last time I've seen a 6-on-3, I guess is what I'm trying to say. North Shore has four skaters out there.
They are sending Dion to the bench. Cicello will take the face-off.
32.7 to go here. It has to be here if you're the Ice Dogs.
Russell, Gelvin. Gelvin walks in. Gelvin the shot, gets it back. 25 seconds left. He holds. The deflection, Lothar not able to connect.
They want that back door right there.
Cicello leaves it for Wu with 15. One of the skaters about to come out of the box. Wu. Cicello centers it. Lothar doesn't score.
Goodness.
How did that puck stay out of the net? Tristan Wu, Panico centers it. Here's Wu with the backhand. It's bounced up in the air, and the North Shore Hockey Club lives to see another day. They will play tomorrow night, 8 p.m., a winner-take-all Game 3. I have no idea how that puck stayed out of the net on that last opportunity for North Shore Hockey Club. Wow.
I don't either. I mean, the Ice Dogs were pressuring as best they could. That puck popped up. I'm pretty sure Panico got a stick on it. I don't know why that didn't go in the direction of the net, but wow, what a rally at the end by North Shore to keep this one in their graces, and a shutout nonetheless.
Yeah, a different hockey team tonight for sure, this North Shore Hockey Club. They absolutely earned this W tonight, and they've earned an opportunity to play a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow night here at 8 p.m.
You and Eric will have to tell me how that one goes.
Oh, you can tune in on Stream Sports Midwest. We'll
true.
have the game live at 8 p.m. right for you,
thinking?
right here on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. So that's going to do it. A six-pack of games today. Eric Willowhite and I will have 4 for you tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. It'll be a 10U matchup, winner-take-all in that one. Then we'll have a couple of Pee-wee games. Then we'll have a rematch here of this game tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So, Mike, had a good day today. Thanks for joining me here at Glacier Ice Arena.
Always a pleasure.
Hope those of you watching at home enjoyed our broadcasts of NIHL Hockey here on Stream Sports Midwest. We will talk to you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Day 3 of the NIHL Blackhawks tournament here at Glacier Ice Arena. Good night, everybody.